guys, 안녕하세요. 저는 로린입니다. Hey guys, it's Lauren here from Kiwi Rover Travel Stories. I've actually had a message from a friend of mine. She put it up a couple of weeks ago in regards to she's travelling to Europe in about a month or so, and she wanted to know just that what would I take in my day pack basically. So today I'm going to show you what's in my day pack when I'm travelling. So anyway guys, first off I'll just kind of start off with what bag I do have, and I'll show you guys quickly what bag I do have. Now first off, this day pack you can't actually buy it separately. It does come with an 82 litre bag, so you kind of need to buy the 82 litre bag to get the day pack. I'll show you guys this day pack. Anyway, this day pack it does come with it is attached to the bag. So this is the day pack. It's a Sierra 85 litre bag, as you can see. Now, first thing that I like to do with all of my bags is put like a little flag or a just sort of like some string or something that's actually quite noticeable to you. So say for instance you need to check in your luggage, and when you get to the other end you're not sure what colour your bag is, or this is the reason, this is how I actually get out of that. Now anyway, as most people know, I run the All Black Supporter Club here in Brisbane, so I've managed to get these little bunting flags, and on them you can see that they've actually got the silver fern from New Zealand, and they've also just got the New Zealand flag on there. Number one, yeah, it shows I'm a Kiwi, I'm not an Australian. That's pretty much one reason why I do that. Secondly, when we get to the airport, I know which bag I'm picking up, so that's one thing. I like this bag quite a bit. There is quite a few pockets in here. There's a few pockets in here. Look, I can show you quite quickly what's in here basically with my bag, what I like to actually do with my bag when I'm traveling. And also what usually actually comes with these day packs as well, which actually comes as an attachment feature with the day pack. But yeah, this one's actually quite good. It does fit quite a bit of stuff in here, but I would say that it's not as big as some of the bags I've had in the past. But this one's actually serving its purpose, and the great thing is it does attach to my 82 litre bag with these clip-ons here, so which is quite good. So anyway, what I would first put in my day pack basically is my passport. Sort of keep it away from other valuables or other things that might be actually attached to your passport, mainly because of the fact that if they pick up something, it might have your passport in it, and you're pretty much screwed. If you're on a tour, it usually means that you actually have to end your tour somewhere at the next port of call, because obviously you guys don't have a passport, and it is illegal in some countries to not be travelling without a passport basically. I keep mine in a Ziploc bag, only just to keep it protected from water and weather basically. Some passports these days, the newer ones, actually come with the little folder basically that comes with it. I would still put that in a Ziploc bag. It just keeps 100% protected basically, and that's what I like to do. Second most important thing is your wallet. Obviously I keep all my cards in here. Personally, I would say personally, if you are traveling away and you know that you've got some money on one card and some money on another, I've had this happen to me. Look, I have two cards, so that's my regular MasterCard, and then this one here is a Qantas Cash card. Personally, I would say this one, the Qantas Cash card, you can use it as a you can spend in the local currency and stuff like that. It pretty much comes in like about 10 or 15 currencies. It doesn't come in all currencies obviously, but if you can find one of those cards, it's great. Obviously when I go to Korea I will need to actually have some cash on me, but personally I don't like to keep cash on me just because of the safety reasons basically, because one thing is that if you lose your card you can get that replaced, and I know that from experience. If you lose your money, it's not replaceable. So that's one thing that I always try to recommend. Obviously everybody wants to know how want to keep memories and stuff like that. Obviously for me, I vlog quite a bit when I'm on the road, as you guys may have seen this year. Like I'm going to be taking my DSLR Canon camera. I'm going to be taking this one with me to Japan. I'm going to be taking this one with me to Korea, obviously, and New Zealand. So I will be taking this one to Christchurch with me this weekend. If I'm going to Europe or United States or somewhere where you might be in an area where there is it is quite notorious for pickpocketing. It is quite well known that there is a lot of theft and stuff like that with tourists happening. I would take this camera with me. It still serves its purpose. It still has the same quality as this one. The thing is, this one cost me $200. This one cost me nearly $1,000. So you can see that this one is not going to end in tears if I lose it. This one, it probably will. It has high quality definition video on it. It has great camera, still camera quality on it. I would not go wrong with this one. A lot of people do ask me, and the same friend who actually asked me this question is that what memory stick do you keep in it? Okay, with the cameras that I have here, unfortunately, somehow my sticks have actually gone AWOL, so I don't know what's happened to them, but I need to buy new ones. I usually keep 128GB memory card in this one. Now this memory card, will probably last me about 20 to 30,000 photos, so look, that's a hell of a lot of photos. You're not going to need it, and it'll probably be 2 hours to 3 hours worth of video time on there. You're not going to be using that much of that while you're on a 2-week holiday. I've known that from experience. If you're going to be on a month holiday, I definitely don't think you'll be using that many photos and video time. If you're going to be taking your cameras or mobile phone, like I'm actually on my iPhone 6s Plus at the moment, it has very good high quality video and photo on it. If you don't want to be taking the little point and shoot like this, obviously your camera is probably going to serve its purpose just as well as using one of these. Obviously if you're going to be taking photos at night, say for instance you're in a club somewhere, you want to be taking photos at night with your mates in the club, definitely maybe take one of these versus the phone camera. I just seem to find it's better quality photo at night. A lot of people do ask me about tripods and stuff like that. I would recommend taking a tripod if you can, or a monopod with you. When I went to New Zealand in February, I took this with me. It's actually a selfie stick. It pulls out, it works off Bluetooth basically. It only cost me $20 from JB Hi-Fi in Brisbane. So that one's actually quite good. It does come with an attachment feature, which I'm using at the moment to do this video for you. It comes with an attachment feature. It works on most phones. This is an iPhone 6s Plus I'm working on. It works with most phones, so obviously my phone is a lot larger. It can say for instance regular iPhone, so it will work on both iPhones and iPhone Plus. If you're wanting to take a better quality camera with you, obviously maybe take a monopod with you. You can take your tripod with you, but I just seem to find it's quite a hassle going through security with tripods and stuff like that. So it's completely up to you. Also, you're weighing your bag down, so if you're going to be walking around all day with tripods and stuff like that, it can be quite a hassle. But I just seem to find it weighs down big time. If you're going to just be taking your phone, I just take this with you. It's just still serves its purpose. Obviously, a lot of people think, oh, selfie sticks, I don't like them. It still serves its purpose, so it still works just as well as a tripod or a monopod. So it's up to you what you want to do. Things that I also mentioned about technology and stuff like that, when you're obviously going to be taking around a smaller camera, something like this, your phone, maybe like your iPod or something like that if you're traveling. Portable battery chargers are great. One reason why I have two is this one charges about 3 or 4 times before it's flat. This one only charges once, so I always just keep an extra backup basically just for me. I seem to find it's quite easier when I do it like that. So this one's a Belkin brand. It cost me $69 from JB Hi-Fi. I definitely recommend taking one of these because in the case of an emergency, your phone's fully charged. This one only charges once. It's a Sony Cycle Energy. Cost me about $49 from JB Hi-Fi. This one only charges once before it's flat, so you can see the difference between this one and that one. Obviously, as I said, in an emergency, it's probably best to actually have a phone that's fully charged. It works off most devices, so if you need to charge your iPad, you need to charge your iPhone, or another phone of your choosing. If you need to charge your little cameras like this, it will charge. It will definitely not charge one of these. So the battery obviously comes with a different battery pack and it charges, so you'll definitely have to make allowances for that. I do find that in comparison to this one to that one, the battery life is a lot shorter on this one. but obviously it's just completely up to you what you decide to want to do with charging and stuff like that. See, it's going to happen a lot in Europe. You will find this a lot in Europe. If you need to go to a toilet while you're actually out on your little day trip or whatever you're doing, you're going to need some change. Personally, I would take some change with you, or try to accumulate as much change as you can, basically. You will find if you're actually on a tour, say for hours on top deck, you're going to find that with stopping every couple of hours, which is the EU rule with bus and truck drivers, they need to stop every 2 hours. You're going to be stopping at the service station. Most of these service stations are coin operated only, as in the toilets, basically. So you're going to be needing change to actually use a toilet. You're going to be finding you're going to be busting at many stages on your trip that you need to use a lot. It's quite easy just to separate these currencies. So I've got Euro here, I've got Polish Zloty here, I've got Czech Republic crowns here, and then I've got Denmark krona here as well. So I seem to find that if you separate them all into their particular currency, so if you're going somewhere and you know somebody's going and you've got leftover change, you can just hand it to them and they can use it. I definitely recommend using the just keeping some change on you, because you're definitely going to find somewhere where you're going to need change to actually use a toilet. And if you don't have change, you're not going to be able to use a bathroom, because you're going to find, like, especially in Poland, you're going to find the old lady's going to be going, nah, sorry, can't use, you need money. The other thing that I do recommend also is travel guides and phrase books, and also maps as well. I'll actually recommend that if you're going to I definitely recommend just getting a map. So this one here is for Tokyo, so because obviously I'm going to Tokyo in September. It's got a little map in here, it gives you some idea. It also has a subway map in here as well, because a lot of people, you will find that subway maps in Japan are quite confusing, so you will need to actually have a travel guide. I've got the Japanese phrase book, so it pretty much just shows you what to do, what to say. If you need to go and order something, you can say it in Japanese as best you can, or you can point in that. I found that with my Korean phrase book as well when I went to Korea last year. It's quite helpful. I just pointed and that's what I got. So yeah, the other thing I recommend about maps and stuff like that, obviously, you've got Google Maps, you have phone reception, you've got data reception. Definitely use that feature if you need to, because you'll find that things have gone bad, some things have changed, something may have happened. Like in Christchurch there's been an earthquake, so obviously there's been a lot of changes happening in that city in the last few years. So definitely look at Google Maps. It's probably the most updated version that you're going to find. Google Maps is not going to work in South Korea, so you'll have to use Duvin, I think it's called, or Dudum. I'll put the link is down there for you guys. That definitely is a big that's a big one that you can definitely use there. And definitely if you guys are on a data plan or anything like that, I'm with Vodafone Red plan, so for $5 a day I get the same access to my data and phone usage and what I do back home. So $5 extra a day, that's completely up to you if you want to go over to Vodafone to do that. If you're going to be travelling around the city, I would definitely recommend public transport if available. I find that most cities these days now actually come with their little cards that you swipe on and swipe off when you get on and off the train. Different countries have different things. So in Queensland, Australia, you've got the Go card, you've got the Opal card in Sydney, you've got My Key in Melbourne, in Christchurch you've got the Metro card. I seem to find that it is a lot more easier to put this if you've got a phone case. Now this one actually attaches to the phone that I'm using. It's a magnetic case here. The magnets are on the back of my phone, and I just attached it onto my phone, and when I actually go through the scanner or whatever, I can just open up the phone. And because obviously a lot of people these days have got their phone in their hand most of the time, it's a lot easier to do it that way than actually having to be trying to drag out your wallet and whatever else and whatever it may be. So if you're going to be, as I said before, if you're going to be travelling to a public toilet, they may not actually have toilet paper in these public toilets. It's probably recommended to use baby wipes. You're going to be finding that in case you have an accident, you've got an emergency, whatever it might be, baby wipes are pretty much really great. They can do everything from sticky fingers to diarrhea basically, so they're really good. So you don't flush these down the toilet because they do actually damage the local environment. I like to actually just put, you'll find in most Asian countries they've got a bin right next to them. I just put them in the bin, obviously. You'll find in a lot of European countries they've got a bin there. If they don't have a bin and they've got a sanitary bin, I just put them in the sanitary bin. So yeah, obviously a lot of people do ask me what do security wise. Obviously if you're going to Europe or whatever, you're going to be finding that security wise, when it comes to your valuables and everything like that and your possessions, it's probably best to actually keep it as secure as you can. Personally, I prefer these combination locks. Now this is a master lock. It cost me $16.95 from my local supermarket at Woolworths. Basically what happens is that what I'm going to do is just zip up put all my valuables in here. So say my phone, wallet, passport and loose change, perhaps even my camera, chargers, sunglasses, whatever it might be considered quite valuable to you, or something that might be of a personal possession, selfie stick if you require. What you're going to do is you're going to need to obviously use one of these. And what I personally have done, and I've managed to do this for most of Europe, you zip up all your valuables, you put them in the top, you zip up your valuables, and if you've got one of these zips where you've got the two zips at the top like this, you're just going to attach the padlock through those two zips. Now I seem to have found that when I was in Europe that was quite valuable to me to actually do it that way. Obviously that's the way to do it. So as I'll show you, it pretty much, as I said, I've just opened up the lock. Pretty much with these, they're naturally all set on 0 basically. So what you just do with these ones in particular is just push it left after you've actually opened the lock, and then you just put it through the zipper on the bag, as I'll just show you. So that's the way I just do it, and then I just have that sitting at the top of my bag like that, and that's quite secure. Now obviously if you want to change the pad, you want to change the combination on that to make sure that it's not 000, because everything's all standard factory reset on 000, so you're going to be needing to actually change that before you even go out somewhere, because if you get your bag stolen, someone's going to be wanting to open it at 000. So yeah, I hope that gives you guys some sort of security ideas and stuff like that on what to do when obviously what to pack. Maybe if you're going out for a day on a sort of a day tour, you obviously want to be checking, want to be taking photos, you want to be checking in, that kind of thing. Things I just recommend is grab yourself a padlock. You need local currency if you need to go to the bathroom. If you have an emergency, take some baby wipes. Take your passport. You're going to be needing your passport pretty much everywhere. Doesn't matter if you're going into a bar to have a drink or if you're going through immigration somewhere, you're going to be needing your passport somewhere. Your driver's license in your local country will not work, so you'll definitely need your passport wherever it might be. Also, I would definitely recommend a higher storage memory card. So if you've got an 8 or 10 gigabyte card and you don't think it's enough, definitely go up to maybe about a 32 to 64 gigabyte card. Or if you like to vlog like myself, go up to 128 gigabytes. So I definitely recommend on that one. And also make sure that you guys just stay safe, be cool, and have fun. Alright guys, have a great afternoon. Bye.